I live down the road actually from here. We're about 10 minutes from the Common. Come here quite often with our son, who's grown up running around here, taking his first steps here. It's a place that's very close to our heart. It's been really quite a lifeline to be able to be here in the Common during COVID, with all the spaces, or many of the spaces that we often go to that we enjoy being closed. When every day other things were changing, the ways that we were living were changing on a daily basis, hour by hour. And not without difficulty, knowing that the Commons were here and the kind of stability and continuity it offered was quite a boon. MRG Studio is a landscape architecture practice, and we look at landscape at all scales, and our work is influenced by the urban planning and the planning scale and all the way down to the detail. So we've been looking at what comprised the Commons ecologically in the various pieces when it was first brought together, and in the early years and decades when the various parcels were consolidated, and understanding the habitats that were there, and understanding that actually in the 1800s the landscape was vast and it was open and it was heathy, and it continues to be heathy, but that heathiness needs looking after, because left to its own devices there are successional processes, which really means that the woodlands start to grow back in on the heathland. It's not simply preservation or conservation in a traditional sense. We're not looking to fix a particular kind of picture of a landscape and keep it from evolving, and we're also not trying to simply rewind time. What we're trying to do is find the ways of managing the landscape that is holistic, that is about creating the conditions for biodiversity. It is, I think, about that touch of the wild. There are different kinds of open spaces that we have across the city, near the city and outside the city. Parks and gardens are lovely, but they're not the same.